host, Lula Blue. It's yet another beautiful Saturday, and today I'm bringing to your screens yet another interesting young person. This young person, you guys, if you listen to TV, you probably heard them speaking, presenting there because they are a presenter. They're also quite involved with a society called Gender Equity Office on campus at Wits. So let's make a drum roll for our guest today, Takashi Blue.
What's up, everyone? It's Takashi and I'm back again. And I just decided today that I should, give you a little insight on what happens behind the scenes. So I hope that you enjoy this video and let's fucking kill it.
And I actually like this. I actually so excited to you earlier that I like the fact that your name has a blue and my name has a blue to it. So
the blues in this building.
Yes, it's the blues in this building. Welcome to TV.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Just chill. A bit tired, but I'm fine. I was like, why did I agree to do this today? Because I was so lazy. I didn't even attend class this morning. But yeah, I got up and I'm finally here.
And as we're recording, it's a Thursday, and your show is on Wednesday, so you guys can actually understand why Takashi is tired.
Yeah, because I got back to rest like very late yesterday, and I had to do some schoolwork before I slept. So yeah.
Every Wednesday, your show takes place every Wednesday.
Yes, so my show airs every Wednesday at Vowfm. You can listen from 8 until 10. On the website at vowfm.co.za, or you can do it manually. 88.1 is the station frequency.
So usually on your show, what do you deal with?
So my show is like a music show, but we do have meaningful conversation in a casual way. But my show is purely about music and just vibes, because I'm about just vibes and I just love music. So yeah, my show is more of a music show.
I like the fact that your show is more for a music show, because I also forgot to mention earlier that you're also involved in Nicky Nights. You're a co-founder of Nicky Nights, even though we're not going to go into details about that, because there's going to be another interview where we're going to invite Takashi to kind of give us more details about Nicky Nights, how you guys can get involved, how you guys can attend, and all those details.
Yeah. I'm so excited about that, but we're not talking about that now.
We're not talking about that. That's upcoming, so keep your eyes open and wait for those notifications. Can you please take us through the journey of how you became a presenter at Vowfm?
So I think I've always just loved the idea of being a broadcaster. I've always look at TV presenters, Yo TV presenters, top billing presenters, Espresso, I don't know if you know Espresso, just presenting shows, talk shows, and I've always been so inspired by the work that they did, and I just saw myself on screen, and I saw myself behind the mic on the radio. At a very young age, I'd also, be on the mirror, and I'd imitate your bonangs, I'd imitate different presenters, but also try to have my own sort of style, and I guess that's how I learned how to present. So I just never really took it that seriously, because I don't know, I never had opportunities growing up, especially if you're young. It's very hard to make it into radio or just TV presenting. So when I got to Wits, I noticed that there's a radio station, and this year actually I heard there were auditions. So they had a pop-up at the lawns, at the library lawns, and I quickly rushed there. And I did my audition. It was terrible. I think, in my opinion, it was terrible, man.
But they liked it.
And then, wait, hold on. It was terrible. So they had a pop-up at the lawns, but you could also go to the actual studio and audition there. So after I saw that my audition was bad, I decided to quickly run to the studio. And when I got there, I was given a script, and they explained the whole audition procedure. And I had to rehearse, and literally probably 20 minutes later, I went in and I did my audition. A couple of days after that, I got a call saying that I got the job. Wow. And I was really excited.
And I like how you sort of played a huge role in making sure that you twist the fate. Because originally, you wouldn't have made it with the first audition. That's how you saw it. That's how bad you think you did. And then later on, you're like, that day, you're like, I'm changing this because I want it so bad.
Yeah.
So you did something about it. You weren't like, okay, now I didn't make it, I failed. Let me just give up and try again next year.
Yeah.
So what if now that you're working at Vowfm, can you still? How long is the contract? Do you get to go there again next year or?
Yes, I do get to go there next year. But yeah, I just cannot share
more details
about it. But yeah.
Okay, that's a big deal. And you also read the news.
Not really. I don't read news. I do live reads. So live reads, it's like if there's a campaign that Vowfm is doing for the month, they usually have this small script that you read, and yeah, you're just reading it, like not like you're reading news, but like more in a more natural way. It's more of like an ad. Sometimes we have brands like Red Bull or Bar One that will promote campaigns that they have. Currently, I think we have the is it Garnier or yeah, we have a different campaign this month. So they have like a script, and you get to read that like probably twice a show.
No.
Yeah, so it's more like an ad.
Oh, I actually thought you read the news.
No, I
Because
don't.
I've seen some of the clips you post, you share on your Instagram and on your WhatsApp as well, just like informing people about your work and stuff that you do. So talking about your socials, you're quite active on social media, and I saw that the brand that you used for your hair, which is beautiful by the way, actually collaborated with you, if I'm not mistaken.
So they just featured me on their page. It's nothing serious. But yeah, I tagged them when I posted my videos, like after I got my hair done the first time. And like weeks later they replied, and they were like, they'd like to like feature me on their page. So they posted that reel that I tagged them in on their page, and I think that was pretty dope.
It was because I saw you were quite excited about it as well.
Yeah.
So can you just tell us through the journey of your socials as well?
My socials, is there anything like interesting about it? Like I don't have a lot of followers, but I am active. Yeah, I am very active because I think my job also forces me to be very active. Like I have to promote my show whenever I'm gonna go on air. There's like a couple of other things that I do as well, including Nicky Nights. So I'm just forced to be consistent on social media because you don't want people bored and you don't want people like going away. So the little followers that I have, I want to make sure that they're well engaged and that they enjoy my content.
Oh,
yeah. I also have a TikTok, by the way.
Oh yes, and you dance.
Not really.
Don't you dance on TikTok?
Not really.
But I
like
see you doing a lot of dance videos.
Sometimes.
You love dancing.
I love dancing.
You love having fun. I love that for you.
Yeah. I think I love having fun, but I'm not a dancer. But I love dancing. Like, yeah. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. I love dancing, but I'm not a dancer. I can't dance, but I can move, and sing. And I love
so you wouldn't call how your moves dancing?
It's... I mean, I guess it is dancing, but it's not really dancing. Like, there's people who dance. Like,
no, but then we're not comparing you to anyone. We're just saying you are able to dance because I've seen you dance.
If I rehearsed, yeah.
Then you dance.
I twerk. That's my thing. Yeah, I prefer twerking.
But I think the type of music you listen to also allows you to. Yeah, because Nicky really does produce music that really allows you to move.
To move, just to feel sexy, to feel,
Yeah. I like what you're saying though, with studying the nature of having something different. But I feel like you built on a huge following that people will still be interested to know. Just interested to know what a day-to-day routine for that in your own particular life as Takashi, what an video, does each and every single day. I think people would be interested to know.
Okay.
People
I'm not talking about huge. I'm not talking about. I don't know about huge following.
But then obviously if you combine it together, like the people who listen to the radio show, who might be interested in knowing what this radio presenter that gets to every single day. People from your class, maybe, your followers on Instagram. Do you have Facebook? Do you have Twitter?
Yes. I'm on all social media platforms.
Threads.
Everywhere.
Do you like Threads?
No. It's boring. Like, it's overhyped. Like, yes, that first week, I was always there. After that, I just don't care. I feel like even deleting it because I'm never on that app. Yeah.
But I see a lot of people, like I see the thing you're talking about, the hype thing, because I also downloaded it. I couldn't log in because of some issues with the password and whatever. But people no longer post their threads on Instagram anymore. Like it's
and people on Threads don't even interact anymore. Well, they do, but like it's not as the beginning of Thread. And I was expecting it to like grow and get more hyped and more hyped. But no. Do you know why? I think it's because it copied Twitter. Like it's the same thing. It's just that there's no like hashtags or trending, whatever. But it's literally the same thing as Twitter. It's more like you retweet, you quote tweet, you like. It's the same thing, you know? Yeah, so
you have Twitter, you're more active on Twitter than you are on Threads?
Yes, I think I'm more active on Twitter. Even though I don't post much, I mostly like retweet. But I am active on Twitter. I'm always like on the lookout of what's happening. If you go on my lives, you will see I'm always liking stuff. So yeah.
Share your handles?
My Twitter handle and Instagram handle are @TakashiBlue_. Also on Threads, it's @TakashiBlue_. On TikTok @TakashiBlue. On Facebook @Takashi. I don't have a YouTube channel.
You guys should just look out for a YouTube channel.
But who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can leave comments down below encouraging Takashi to start a YouTube channel because you guys are fans. You want to know what goes on in the studio. You know, because Takashi shares a lot of content actually from the studio on their posts, like on their Instagram reels, on their WhatsApp, and I always like look at that content and be like, I would literally watch a YouTube video that has this, because this is so interesting that they used to do it on the KFM website or YouTube channel where they would just record the whole session in the studio and then post it like, as a podcast.
As a podcast, yeah.
And people can always watch later who were not tuned in on the
video. Well, Vowfm does have like a podcast, but it's not necessarily a video, and it's specific shows that do have podcasts where you can get to like listen to a show, even though it aired like a while ago or something like that. But I think in terms of the video thingy, if I want to do it, it will have to be like a personal thing because you know Vowfm is not like one of the biggest radio stations. It is one of the biggest campus radio stations and community radio stations, but it's not a commercial radio station. You know, so you know budget might be an issue when it comes to things like that. But you know, I think in the future that is very possible.
So Takashi here, guys, is busy. Like I do understand why you were like when you came here, I'm so tired, I missed class because yesterday was a busy day. You're busy, you're involved in a lot of things. You are involved with Gala. You're also involved with the Gender Equity Office at Wits. Can you just please tell our audience what you do with those two societies?
Okay, so I am quite involved with queer societies at Wits, but mainly the Gender Equity Office and Gala. So Gala is a queer archive located at 7th floor, University Corner, by the Art Museum. So they are a queer archive. They archive queer history, and you know there's even a library with books. Very informative and interesting books by queer people for queer people, and also they host youth forums every Thursdays where we get to just meet up as queer people and allies. We don't have to be queer to be part of Gala, and allies, and we just talk about social issues that we face as queer people and try to come up with solutions and ideas. But above everything, it's just a safe space where queer people can just get together and just talk about anything, talk about experiences, talk about challenges and many other things. And then I'm also part of the Gender Equity Office, so I'm an advocate at the Gender Equity Office. And the work that we do as advocates is that whenever there's pop-ups for the Gender Equity Office, we're there just informing people about events that the Gender Equity Office is doing, or just informing people about the Gender Equity Office as well, because quite a lot of people are not familiar with the office. And also we do race talks as well. They've come to like money and many other races. And the Gender Equity Office basically deals with gender-related issues, queer issues as well. Yeah, and you know, it just stands against gender-based violence. It's one of the, you know, people who, or organizations that are in the forefront of fighting against gender-based violence at Wits. They host amazing events. Last year they hosted the InterVarsity Pride, which is very exciting. And a couple of weeks ago they hosted an event about masculinities and an event about culturing gender. And I also got to be a part of that with my friend Takashi, who's also quite involved in, you know, queer spaces and organizations at Wits University. We got to like present and also curate an exhibition for the Gender Equity Office, just showcasing the culture of the Gender Equity Office through art. And also we did the same thing with Gala. We were presenting at the It Habits event at Constitution Hill, hosted by Gala, and they had like an exhibition there for Gala, just showcasing some of the things that Gala has, some of the things that Gala does. And yeah, I just love, you know, activism. I just love, you know, doing whatever it takes to change the world.
And I love what you're doing. Anyway, you guys, we're going to spend the whole day here with Takashi.
Right.
See how fabulous Takashi is, guys. She came to visit us. There's so much that we haven't tackled, that we're going to tackle, especially Nicky Nights, and how you guys can get involved, how you guys can buy your ticket, and where exactly they'll be located for the event, right? So I guess we're wrapping it here today. Thank you so much for coming once again.
Thank you for having me. I
Want to
enjoyed
squeeze it
this.
in on your busy schedule. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for being fabulous. Thank you for joining us and having this session with us. I'm so excited.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so inspired. I want to dye my hair. I don't know what color to do though.
Purple, you're wearing a purple top.
I think
Yeah.
purple would look good on me.
Purple, can dye your hair purple, have purple braids,
Mhm.
have purple eyeshadow, have purple nails, just be a
Purple girl.
Barbie. Change your name to Lula Purple.
No, you want to kick me out of this group.